Intro. When I tell you it has been a day, honey, it has been a fucking day. I'm dealing with all the stuff with my mom right now, and it's like bills, taxes. It's a fucking headache, right? Uh, Relationships changing, perspectives of people changing, and seeing things for what they are. A lot of heavy vibes. I just felt like dressing up a little pretty and talking about some beads. To make it even more annoying, the fact I couldn't find any lash glue, which is why we're not wearing lashes. Uh, as I go to put my phone on the tripod to latch it down, the fucking grippy thing that holds the phone in place broke. So we are relying entirely on a fucking scrunchie holding everything in place right now. Oh, honey, when I say we're going to get it done, we're going to get it done. You think I dress up not to do this shit? I'm a little buzzed. Yes, excuse me. Hey, it's your dandy, Candy. And, I thought we'd try something a little different this time. I know we've been doing those what the fuck was I thinking videos, and I've been really enjoying doing those because it's really helped to share the art that we've done. But I thought it would be kind of fun since I had mentioned previously that we started doing jewelry on our Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/candy dandy art. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a video showing you how we put together these neat little bag charms that we made. This is actually an idea that I got from somebody I used to work with back in the day because I've been working on my beadwork, mostly doing necklaces like this cute little jester piece that I put together, and we're going to be selling those pretty soon on the Etsy shop as well. Etsy.com/shop just Candy Dandy Art. But it was a neat little idea because they were telling me about how bag charms are really popular. Myself personally, I don't really carry a purse. The most I have is a fanny pack or a body bag. So I don't really know too much about the world of bag charms, but I looked at a couple of examples and I thought, yeah, I think I could work something with that. So today we're going to be showing you how we put together these neat little watermelon themed bag charms that we got, which are perfect for the summer. So let's get on into it. Full disclosure, we shot a whole bunch of work footage for this. We did all kinds of really nice, fancy ass work footage showing the process, dumping the beads into the little cup. And quite frankly, I don't even remember how many beads we used for it. I know we used more than we used for our footage. This is going to be a short video, so a lot of that footage is going to go straight into the trash. I got myself a nice little tropical beatbox with some Fresca, so we're just going to kind of shoot it off the hip and just kind of explain the process of how we made these. They're really simple to make. The first thing that we did was gathered our beads for the strings for the chains. Now, for the chains on these, I'm not sure how much this is going to show on the green screen. We actually used a combination of, I want to say, some pony beads. We went with glow in the dark pony beads, the ones that are reactive to sunlight, because I really love the like jelly bean texture to it, to the pinks to it. Some really decorative like hexagonal looking beads that we got from some weird bead kit at Wally World. A couple of wood beads, especially on the big ones, the ones that are double chains. We got a little ball bead there that's wood, as well as some green leaf beads, tiny little jingle bells, ASMR, and some watermelon tourmaline beads. So we actually have a couple of watermelon tourmaline beads on there as well. And the way that we set up our chains is, well, for most of these, we just put a couple of jewelry pins into the beads, made herself a little loop-de-loop, and then thread it through the this like keychain style jump rings, the ones that are double ring jump rings. For the most part, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It was more or less just figuring out the pattern placement of how I wanted the beads to look on there. But the ones that were kind of tricky were the pony beads, because for the pony beads, well, normally with pony beads, you just thread them, right? They got the big hole, you just thread through the hole. But for these, because we're doing a chain, we actually had to loop it through two of those double loop jump rings. So we had to feed it through both ends of it. So it's holding the jump rings in place. Is that jingling enough for you in the microphone? I'm sure it's much more enjoyable than me trying to explain it. For the chain, we did the beads first, the main beads, the wood beads, the little watermelon beads, the watermelon tourmaline beads, all those. We did that first. We did the bead rowing first. And then we went back in and added the tiny little jingle bells, which I think are just adorable. Who doesn't love a little jingle bell? And finally finishing it off with the little leaf beads as well. I think the leaf beads really add a nice final touch to it. And so those were the last bits that we added on there. That part, the chain part, super easy. The part that was kind of tricky was the next part, which is making the watermelon itself. It's essentially a triangle. If you're new to making beadwork like I am, I'm new to making beadwork. So I was practicing, which is why I ended up stumbling on to making a watermelon. But if you're new to it, you essentially want to, get your thread out. We used crystal cord for ours, like a plasticky crystal cord for ours. We weren't worried about it being stretchy because it's a stationary object. So we went with crystal cord for ours. And you want to figure out your bead placement for each row, because the triangle breaks down into rows. The watermelon breaks down into rows. The triangle pattern for the watermelon is a 7-row triangle. So you want to set down your beads for 7 rows. The first row is the rind, which we went with. I'm looking at it as we speak. I'll be probably showing y'all the footage. Okay. We went with 3 glow-in-the-darks and 4 regular greens for the rind. The second part would be the second row, the next row down, which is 6 beads. We went with 3 white and 3 glow-in-the-dark whites. And then followed that down with the flesh of the watermelon and seeds for the rest of the rows with 3 goth pony beads, because that's what we call black pony beads. We call them goth pony beads. With 3 goth pony beads for the seeds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 glitter pink pony beads, the darker pink pony beads for the flesh of the watermelon. And you want to start off on the 7 row, the one that has the most beads, because that's going to be the rind. Start off there. You feed 1 bead through to halfway, or till you've got your string halfway. And then you feed the second bead through by sliding both sides of the string in on opposite sides, crisscross applesauce. Slide it down. Repeat that for the entire row. What you do for the second row from there on out is essentially you take your bead, you feed one end, you feed that string through the mouth of the earth through. Essentially feed the string through the pony bead, which is going to make it pop up like this. And then you loop it through one of the loops on the bottom of the previous row, and it flattens it back out. I've been working on that. It's kind of hard to explain it. That's why we're going to have the work footage to explain it better than I could, because I'm a little buzzed. But that is essentially what you want to do, is repeat that all the way down until you finished up your rows. The last one, the last one, I usually like to leave that one vertical because it gives it a nice point. Doesn't always work out, but essentially, yeah. And then you just tie it off, glue it, trim it down. And from there, it's just applying the rings on the ends of the watermelon rinds and on the point of it, adding a couple of decorative leaf beads onto those so that you can attach the lobster claw clasps from the chains, which we added to both ends of the chains, so that you can have it all just neaty mosquito all on your bag. God, this is a hot mess. I've been going through a lot, so you have to excuse me. It's a bit of a hot mess. And there you go. Essentially, that's how we made the little watermelon bag charm thingies. I kind of like them. You have to excuse me, Princess is drunk. I I kind of like them. I think they're neat. I don't really carry bags. The most I carry is, again, like I said, a fanny pack or a body bag. So like, I'm not someone that is in the demographic for bag charms so much. I love the idea of wearing charms on my fanny pack, and I do wear some on my fanny pack because I like to advertise my jewelry. I like to wear my jewelry when I'm out and about. But I'm not much into bags, so maybe they'll work really good on a bag. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Best way to find out is to pick one up for yourself over at our Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/candydandyart. I think the prices are pretty reasonable that I put on there. I'm still kind of working around with jewelry and pricing. I always have that concern that I'm either charging too much or not enough. I think they're reasonable as far as the materials and time spent on them. Like I said, we've got 2 double chains and we got 2 single chains. I didn't want to make a whole bunch because, I mean, even though jewelry takes up less space than like a giant canvas does, it still takes up space. And there's other projects I want to work on whenever it comes to beading things. I'm still learning and growing in that process. I really enjoy making these collar gesture necklaces, and we've made a few more, so we're going to be adding those pretty soon. We have some singles of the watermelons that are just it's like a pack of them, like a set of them. They're not done with the glitter jelly beads, but I think they're kind of neat, and that's kind of part of what inspired making the bag charms. Like I said, I showed the person that I used to work with the picture of the beads, little beaded watermelons, because I thought they were cute, and then that's where they mentioned the bag charm things. Like maybe you should try making them into a bag charm. So shout out to them; they know who they are. And we also have some beadses, which I think are absolutely adorable. That was the first thing I started coming up with when I was working on triangles. Was let's make food items with it. I mean, because the first thing I did was a pride triangle, obviously, but then I was like, well, we could probably make like a pizza with this. So we made a pizza, and then that's what inspired us to try making a watermelon with it. And then anyway, so we have a little set of pizza pizzas slices and the watermelons as well. So if you're not interested in getting the charms, you could always just get a set of those. Um, and yeah, we're going to be making more art pretty soon. I've got an idea for a video coming up. I don't know. Again, I don't plan anything anymore because, frankly, planning shit never works out for me. So yeah, that was essentially this video. We've had a lot going on, and I needed to do something besides just sit around focusing on all the bullshit going on right now. And at the same time, I'm also really frustrated with a lot of things. So I really needed to do something, and I thought it would be fun to share the process of how we made our little watermelon bag charms, which again you could pick up at our Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/candydandyart. And hey, if you feel like helping out the channel, maybe contributing if you'd like, it's up to you. You want to leave a tip? We got a Venmo link as well. And, I think I mentioned the Etsy shop a few times. So I don't know when the next video is going to be. I have ideas, but I don't know when. And just got a lot going on right now. So anyway, this has been Candy Dandy. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good one.